Only a foolhardy adventurer would embark upon such a perilous quest without first finding out as much as possible about the mountain and its treasure. Before your arrival at the foot of Firetop Mountain, you spent several days with the townfolk of a local village, some 2 days' journey from the base. Being a likable sort of person, you found it easy to get on with the local peasants. Although they told many stories about the mysterious Warlock sanctuary, you could not feel sure that all, if indeed any, of these were based on fact. The village had seen many adventurers pass through on their way to the mountain, but very few have returned. The journey ahead was extremely dangerous. That you knew for certain. Of those who returned to the village, none contemplated going back to Firetop Mountain. There seemed to be some truth to the rumour that the Warlock's treasure was stored in a magnificent chest with 2 locks. The keys to these locks were guarded by various creatures within the dungeon. The Warlock himself was a sorcerer of great power. Some described him as old, others young. Some said he had power that came from an enchanted deck of cards, others from the silky black gloves that he wore. The entrance to the mountain was guarded by a pack of warty-faced goblins, stupid creatures, fond of their food and drink. Towards the inner chambers, the creatures became more fearsome. To reach the inner chamber, you would have to cross a river. Ferry service was regular, but the ferrymen enjoyed a good barter, so you should save some gold pieces for the trip. The locals have encouraged you to keep a good map of your wanderings, for without a map, you would end up hopelessly lost within the mountain. When it finally came to your day of leaving, the whole village turned out to wish you a safe journey. Tears came from the eyes of many of the women, young and old alike. You couldn't help wondering whether they were tears of sorrow shed by eyes which would never see you alive again.
Now turn the fuck over the page. Done. Right, I'm Nathan. That's Tommy.
Hello.
We're playing the Warlock of Firetop Mountain fighting fantasy game book. It's always fun to play a book like this, isn't it, Tommy?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be the equivalent of his dungeon master, and he will do the dungeons. And if this goes well, we might do more. We will do more. Lyndon, we will do more.
Maybe.
Yes, we will do more.
It depends, though, doesn't it?
It doesn't depend.
I might be asleep.
You can be asleep and play this game. It's pretty simple. I kid, it's a fucking nightmare. Right. As you... Editing time. At last, your 2-day hike is over. You unsheath your sword, lay it on the ground, and sigh with relief as you lower yourself down onto the mossy rocks to sit for a moment's rest. You stretch, rub your eyes, and finally look up at Firetop Mountain. Okay.
Please continue.
I'm not sure I can continue after that epic rendition. Please do this the whole time. This episode will be awesome.
Just be us laughing.
This is just one short paragraph, and we're like 2 minutes in to the recording. The very mountain itself looks menacing. The steep face in front of you looks to have been savaged by... Fuck you, Lyndon. Stop raping people on Deadpool and interrupting me. You just blew that guy's head off.
Kill, motherfucker.
That was not stealthy.
That was...
The very mountain itself looks menacing. The steep face in front of you looks to have been savaged by the claws of some gargantuan beast.
Okay.
Sharp crags jut out from the... This is the problem. I'm dyslexic, I'm the dungeon master, and I'm reading. That word there.
Unnatural.
Unnatural. Why did I not know that word? I'm going to edit it. Jut out at natural angles At the top of the mountain you can see the eerie red colouring, probably some strange vegetation, which has given the mountain its name. Perhaps no one will ever know exactly what grows up there, as climbing the peak must be surely a complete pain in the backside.
Fair enough.
Your quest lies ahead of you. Across the clearing is a dark cave entrance. You pick up your sword. Get to your feet and consider what dangers may lie ahead of you. But with determination, you thrust the sword home into its scabbard. and said thrust.
Please continue.
Calm.
Carry on, boy.
This is going to take ages. This is why D&D takes so long. But with determination, you sheath your sword in its scabbard and approach the cave. You peer into the gloom to see dark, slimy walls with pools of water on the stone floor in front of you. The air is cold and dank. You light your lantern and step wearily into the blackness. Cobwebs brush your face, and you hear the scurrying of tiny feet. Rats, most likely. If not, they're rapists.
Great. Fucking brilliant. I'm gonna get ready.
You set off into the cave. After a few yards, you arrive at a junction. Will you turn west or east? Your DM is currently bringing up a map, so he knows what's right and wrong.
West.
You wish to turn west. That may or may not have been the right answer, but we're going to find out anyway. Loading screens. Gotta find the right page. Right. There is a... You haven't been keeping a map, you fool.
Fuck me.
You're gonna get lost.
Okay,
Doorway you've come in.
door,
T-junction that you're at.
T-junction,
You turned west. Assuming
west.
the way you're facing is north
Yeah.
when you come in. Okay?
Yeah.
Right. There is a right-hand turn to the north. Hang on, wait. Is that the right page? Yes, it is. There's a right-hand turn to the north in the passage. Cautiously, you approach a sentry post on the corner, and as you look in, you can see a strange goblin-like creature in leather armor asleep at this post. You try to tiptoe past him, test your luck. If you are lucky, he does not wake, and remains snoring loudly. Right. Roll the dice. I must remember how to test your luck whilst you roll the dice. Because Nathan hasn't played this game in a while and cannot remember. Sometimes you'll become to test your luck as you discover using lucky. Lyndon, stop pulling that face at me.
I'm not pulling any face at you.
I don't even need to look at you to know you're pulling a face at me. Roll 2 dice. If the number rolled is equal or less to your current luck score, then you have been lucky. Right, what did you roll?
What was that? If my...
Roll the dice. Roll both dice. If it's less than if it's equal or less to your luck, you pass, and you are lucky. You are 5. What's your luck?
9.
Yep, you
So I
pass.
pass. Shall I note that one down?
No, that wasn't an encounter.
Okay.
But you might want to note that you are now turning north. There's right-hand turn in the north passage. If you are unlucky, there's going to be a lot of editing involved in this. I can see, because I've got to read and find the page, and I found the page. I think 301.
You know, in America when they have like a police stand biting on the TV.
Yeah, I should
where it
just
has
have
the slide and it has like the little Indian man at the top. And
There's never been a little Indian man.
It hasn't Fallout.
That's Fallout.
Have the Fallout one then.
Okay. I think that may be
Just shove it on
copyrighted.
there.
I'll just edit the little Indian man. To your left, on the west face of the passage, there is a rough-cut wooden door. You listen at the door, and you can hear a rasping sound.
A rasping sound.
Tommy's currently putting his head to the table. You listen at the door and you can hear a rasping sound, which may be some sort of creature snoring. Lyndon, if I want sound effects, I'll get you to record them. you want to open this door? If so, open it. Deal with it, motherfucker.
Fucking do this!
You want to open this door? Okay. Just taking note that I am actually turning pages.
Hello?
For the door opening sound, can you
Is there
do...
anyone sleeping in here? I'm sorry to intrude, but I'm stealing your master's gold.
Can you do more of a creaky sound, more than a more of... Yeah, there you go. More like the sound effect from Trapdoor, rather than a
Don't
lizard
you open that trap door!
throwing in...
Anyway, we're going off track. Carry
Yes,
on.
we are. Heavily off track.
Where's my dinner?
It's in the centre of Firetop Mountain. Deal with it. You've got to come on this adventure as well, next time. Not this time, you ditched out. The door opens to reveal a small, smoky room. In the centre of the room is a rickety wooden table, on which stands a little candle. Underneath the table is a small wooden box. Asleep on a straw mattress, in the far corner of the room, is a short, stocky creature with an ugly, warty face. The same sort of creature that you found asleep at his sentry post, lazy fucker.
Lazy shit.
Clinton, would you stop pulling faces? It's so hard to concentrate. I don't even need to look for you to distract me. I will throw things at you. I have a half-full can of ginger beer here. I will throw it at you. He must be the guard, or... he must be the guard for the night watch rather than the day, and his companion is currently asleep. You may either return to the corridor, or creep into the room and try to take the box without waking the creature. If you want to steal the box, test your luck. If you are lucky, he does not wake up. If you're unlucky, what the hell do you think happens?
I've rolled a pretty high luck skill, haven't I?
Reasonably high, yes. It's an average score. 9 or 10 are the average lucks, although it's hard to roll more than that on dice. Would you please roll again, my good sir?
I'm not sure if I should. I mean, I suppose if he wakes up, he fucking wakes up, doesn't he?
Well, yes. What's the worst that can happen? You've got quite good quite a good fighting skill as well. Oh, 8. Yes, that's a pass. You pass. You do not wake the creature, and you get to pick up the box now.
I'd like to make an Indian gory while taking the Firetop Mountain.
If you're lucky, turn to page 147.
Huzzah!
Page turning. Here we go. You leave the room and open the box in the passage. Inside you find a single piece of gold and a small a small mouse, which must have been the creature's pet. You keep the coin and release the mouse, which scurries off down the passageway. Game 2 luck points.
Fuck me!
Don't cross that one out though. Make sure you do that. Just note down that you currently have 11 luck. There you go.
Luck.
You're a very lucky man today.
Fuck me, it is.
Indeed. Right.
I've been taking biscuits for biscuits, and the biscuits have been showing up.
Yes, the biscuits have been rather delicious, haven't they? 208. For anyone who hasn't actually played one of these games, it's a book where you start, depending on what choice, depends on what section you turn to page-wise. And if you're lucky, you get good pages, and if not, you don't. And you've got to fight things. But there's a lot of page turnings, which makes the adventure sort of harder to cheat at. Although you could just cheat.
Could just find the page.
Yeah, you could just look at the other page, really, couldn't you? Further up the passage, have you been taking note? Did you take note of that little room?
There's the room with the box. I've drawn a little box down.
Yes, just
a little cube.
there you go. Further up the passage, along the same wall, you see another door. Listen, but hear nothing. If you would like to try opening the door, open the damn door. Or, if you would want to continue northwards, continue northwards.
I took the chances when I even heard something in there.
I'm guessing you're going to open the door then.
But I have a bad feeling about this one.
Nathan is looking at the map. Can't say anything about it, of course. That would be cheating. Would you like to try it anyway?
Yeah.
We'd like to open the door.
There's no sound. I mean, if